I quit arguably the most addictive habit on the planet. At the age of 19, after a bad 6-year addiction, I quit porn. I watched porn thousands of times, every day before bed, sometimes 3 times a day. Felt like a loser, had no girls, had no friends, had no hope for the future, and didn't like myself. So in this video, I'm going to share with you how I overcame that, how I made NoFap feel easy, and how I just stopped making porn my identity and making it feel like a full-time job to quit, because it's miserable. So when I was trying to quit, the first thing I did was, like everyone else, I got onto NoFap, because that's what everyone says to do. Get onto NoFap. Within 2 weeks, you're cured of your addiction. Then you can get a 90-day streak. You can start levitating. You can start reading people's minds. You can just look at girls and they're obsessed with you. All these things. I was like, oh wow, this is cool. Let's get onto NoFap. So I got on. Day 1, fine, breeze. It was easy to do. Day 2, no urges at all. It was great. This is going to be the time I quit porn. I woke up on day 3. Immediately I was like, I'm not getting through this day. The urges, the second I woke up, was the strongest I've had in years. Up until I went to bed that night, the urges stayed the same, right? If the urges were usually around here, pretty low, when I woke up today, it was there and it maintained there throughout the day. So me being addicted to porn on day 3 of NoFap, do you think I succeeded that day? Resisted the urges? Fuck no. Absolutely not. I relapsed in the morning, first of all, so I reset my NoFap streak. So I was on day 0, so I was like, I might as well go again. So by afternoon 2 had been done. I felt like a loser, rightly so, because it's weird to do that. So when you feel like a loser, you watch porn. So I'd done it 3-4 times the same day, made my addiction worse, back to day 0 of NoFap, hating myself again. This happened 50 times, 100 times. Every time I got onto NoFap, I couldn't get past day 3 or day 4. And it felt like a full-time job. It was all I was thinking about. Felt like a loser because I was trying to quit, but I couldn't. I couldn't make progress. Not only could I not make progress, my addiction got worse getting onto NoFap. My brain was just fried and I wanted to give up, right? So step 1, get off NoFap. And here's why. You're not ready to quit porn cold turkey. If you're watching porn every day like I was, you're addicted, okay? Porn is ingrained in your brain as part of your daily routine. Every day you watch porn. Every day you drink water and eat food. If you just stopped eating food, your brain would panic and eventually you'd die. Your brain would be like, oh, what's going on? I'm uncomfortable. Are we in a starvation? Like, what's happening? Same way with porn. Now, if you stop watching porn, you're not going to die. But your brain does not know that. Excuse me. Your brain doesn't know that because you've had porn every single day for years, right? Imagine something just gets taken away from you that you've had every day for years. You're going to be like, what's going on? Is something wrong? Are we in a poverty? Are we in famine? Are we in a war? Do I need to start shutting things down? Your brain feels the same way when you just suddenly stop watching porn. You're simply not ready. Your addiction's up here. In order to be successful on NoFap, your addiction needs to be down here. Because to get onto NoFap is to never watch porn again. But when your addiction's up here, that is not reasonable. If you were coaching a skinny guy at the gym, it's his first day, he's just got there, he's small, would you be like, okay, you see that big guy lifting that weight, go and do that after him? No, you'd be like, okay, here's the lightest weight, try that. You won't be like, yeah, go and grab the heaviest weight, bro, you're ready for that. He's just got there. It's the same with you. If I was coaching you personally, I'd be like, what do you mean you're getting onto NoFap and quitting cold turkey? That's insane. You are not ready for that. Your addiction is sky high. That is stupid. Okay, so get off NoFap. Does not work. Now, I'll tell you what to do, but quickly, if you want the best tips on how I quit porn at 19, the link below is my porn quitting course. Price will go up soon, so if you want to check it out, you can. So step 2, quickly, do not make quitting porn your identity, because that is what's going to make it feel like a full-time job. Don't be the guy who, has his NoFap streak in his Discord username. Don't be, etching it into the wall. Oh, I'm day 6, guys. Because you just turn into a weirdo. Don't talk about it either, by the way. What day of NoFap are you on? When's the last time you watched porn? It's weird. It's just weird, okay? You shouldn't know that. 37 days ago I watched porn. Like, it's just weird. So a normal guy, and this normal guy I'm talking about, he probably has a porn addiction, but he doesn't even know it. So he's not fine, but he's better than you. If you talk to him, you're like, well, when's the last time you watched porn? You'd be like, what? Why are you asking me that, you weirdo? Don't make it your identity. The more you think about quitting porn, the harder it's going to be, all right? The more you identify as a porn watcher, the more chance you're going to watch porn. Because every day you're telling yourself, I'm addicted to porn, but I'm trying to quit. You might think that's good, but it's not. Let's imagine two guys who are trying to quit drinking. They both go to the party, right? The first guy gets offered a drink and he says, sorry, I'm trying really hard to quit, right? I can't have it. The second guy says, I don't drink. The second guy doesn't get bothered for the rest of the night. He does not drink that night. The first guy, half an hour later, in his mind, he's like, I'm trying to quit. I'm an alcoholic. I need to quit. I need to quit because I'm trying to quit. He'll drink because the urge will be too much. The second guy's already convinced himself that he does not drink. Even if he's more of an alcoholic than the first guy, he's just told himself and identified as someone who doesn't drink. So for him to drink that night would be weird, because his brain would be like, hang about, what are you doing? You don't drink. This is a bit weird, right? Like, if you don't tell yourself you're addicted to porn, if you don't tell yourself you're trying to quit, then the next time you get an urge, it would be more weird to watch porn than to not watch it. Because your brain will be like, well, why are you watching porn? That's a bit weird. If you've eaten meat every day for 10 years, right? Every meal, meat, all right? And one day you get a bowl of salad. You wouldn't just eat it like, oh yeah, this is nice. Your brain would be like, oh, you don't eat that. What is it? Where's the meat? Don't eat that shit. Go and eat something else. But if you're a vegetarian, their eyes would light up at that. They'd be like, oh yeah, nice. But if they got a bowl of meat, they'd be like, oh, what is that? You see the point? Don't identify as someone who's trying to quit porn. Identify as someone who does not watch porn. Even if you do, identify as someone who doesn't, who has no interest in it, who finds it gay and weird. Third and final step. You're off NoFap. So what do? What do you get onto? You get onto my system that helped me the most, called LessFap, and it's how it sounds. I want you to fap this week less than you did last week. Don't go to 0, just fap less. If you watch porn 10 times last week, the common advice would be to go to 0 this week. I do not want you to do that, because we know that doesn't work. You're not ready. If you watched porn 10 times last week, watch it 8 times this week. That's fine. Even 9 times, because that is less than 10. Your brain might say that's slow progress. That's going to take months. It's taken years to get you this addicted. It's going to take a while. It's going to take months to quit. If you get onto NoFap, you'll never quit. Get onto LessFap, you'll quit within months. So, just make sure the number this week is less than last week. So you're going to 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. If you want to do it like that, that's fine. All right? The reason this works so well is because you're sort of tricking and manipulating your brain you're still watching porn, but you're just doing it slightly less so that your brain doesn't notice something's going on. You're tricking it essentially. All right? So you still get to watch porn, because I get it's kind of fun when you're addicted. I understand. Number 2, you're making progress towards a goal, which is just going to give you more motivation. If you've ever made progress towards a goal, you know how great that feeling is. If you've not, get a life, right? Because you need to set a goal, make progress towards it, and it'll feel great. So this can be your goal. Quit porn, be successful on LessFap, and when you make progress towards it, you'll feel great. Finally, by week 1, you'll be experiencing benefits. The less you watch porn, the more confidence you get, the less anxious you get. You ain't going to be the most confident dude on the planet by week 1 or 2, but you're going to be like 5-10% more confident than you were. The less you watch porn, the more benefits you're going to get. Don't believe the lie that you need to get to day 90 of NoFap to experience any sort of benefits. It's not true. The less you watch porn correlates with the benefits you get. The confidence, the anxiety goes down, eye contact ability goes up. Whatever benefits you get on NoFap, it happens when you reduce how much you watch porn. So when you're seeing these benefits on LessFap, you're not going to give up. You're just not. So you're seeing these benefits whilst you're still watching porn a bit, just slightly less. It's easy to quit. Within months, you'll be at the point where you're watching it, once a week, a few times a month. At that point, you don't have an issue or an addiction. If you want to go into NoFap then, that's the time. Why? Because your addiction's down here. You're doing it like once a week maybe. Your addiction's not up here when you're doing it every day, 3 times a day. Your addiction's down here. So if you want to quit cold turkey, go for the streak then, by all means, do it. So, get off NoFap. Don't make quitting porn your identity. Get onto NoFap, and this will be so easy for you. All right. If you need more of my help, all my best tricks to quit porn just like I did, the link below is my porn quitting course. It is dirt cheap. The price will go up soon, as I said. Once you buy it, by the way, there's a free bonus section on helping you speak to girls, talk to them, whatever. If you buy the course, you get that for free pretty much. I think it's the best thing on the internet, truly. I could be selling it for thousands, but I'm not. All my customers that have bought it have had great experiences, great reviews. You can check it out. Now, if you want to buy it, if you're serious about quitting porn and changing your life, make a game with yourself. Compare your progress you made on NoFap in 6 months. Nothing, right? Back when you were on NoFap, compare the progress you made. Now, when you buy the course and use my tips, within 6 months, see how much progress you make. See how quickly you can quit porn. Make it a game for yourself, because that will just make it more exciting for you and more easy to, quit. And once you quit porn, which you will once you buy that course, message me, email me, do whatever, and tell me how quickly you quit. It'd be great to see, because I know for a fact that works better than any program on the internet. How do I know? Because I've bought the other programs and they're full of shit. They're useless. They don't work. My program, my course works. So once you start to trust me enough, you can buy it. Just check it out. It's very cheap. If not, keep watching my free videos. I'm going to make them every single day to help as many guys as possible quit porn. Because I did it, why can't you? Alright? Hope this helped. Subscribe if it did, and goodbye.